How do you shoot pool?
You have 16 balls on the table, 7 solid colored, 7 striped colored, a black 8 ball, and the white ball.
And
You hit the white ball with your cue. The white ball hits the colored balls, and you want to get the colored balls into the pockets.
how do you know whether you should hit the solid or the striped one?
At the beginning, it does not matter, but once someone gets one ball in, it is set.
Can I get the black ball in?
The black ball has to be the final ball in the pockets.
Let's go and try now.
I'm better now. Want to play again?
I'll let you break the balls this time.
Let's get all the balls out of the pockets.
Okay, how much do you want to bet on this game?
You are crazy. Gambling is against my principles.
Could we have 6 rounds, please?
Certainly. You're on lane 20.
Thanks. So, Jim, how often do you come bowling?
Not as often as I'd like to. It's so expensive here in Beijing, and you often have to wait in line for a lane at weekends. So maybe only once a month. How about you?
About the same. I don't take it too seriously. My highest score is only 135 points, which I got only once. I usually average around 110. It's not the score that's important for me. It's the fun.
Me too. My highest score is only 130. And like you, I average around 110. So it sounds like it's going to be an evenly matched game.
Good. It's more fun that way.
Have you gone bowling before?
No. Could you tell me something more about it? I want to play well.
There are 10 frames in a bowling game. Each player is allowed to bowl 2 balls in each frame.
You just said 10 rounds?
Round and frame are 2 different terms.
Perhaps you can tell me a little more about this.
Hey, slow down. I'll tell you more while playing.
You keep bowling spares but no strike.
I don't know why, but I think there's something wrong with my hands. I couldn't seem to be able to control it on the first ball.
I don't think it was the problem with your hands. You did several excellent spares. You have no problem with your hands.
Then why couldn't I get a strike on the first ball?
The problem is you are too nervous. You want to have a strike so much, so you deliver the ball too hard. And when it comes to the second roll, there's no pressure. That's why you could bowl all those spares.
Really? I will try again.
I usually bowl with an 8 ball. I like the control of a light ball. I can spin it more so that the ball hooks.
Well, I like them a little heavier. I don't have as much control, usually bowling straight, but the extra momentum compensates for that.
Well, let's see which technique is better. I think I'll go up first. Yes, I hit a strike. I knocked them all down on my first bowl.
Well done. You got them all. You get 10 points, and your next 2 bowls are added to this frame's score. I'll dry my ball off and try to knock them all down as well.
Good start. You knocked 8 pins down, but you are left with a 7-10 split. Unless you can bowl a UFO ball on this bowl, it is going to be impossible.
I certainly can try. No, it went straight through the wickets.
Hey Tom, I want to learn how to play golf.
You're really sporty.
I want to do everything I can.
Do you have clubs?
No, can I rent clubs?
There are clubs for beginners. It's cheaper to buy those rather than rent them a few times.
What kind of clubs?
Like the 7-piece set. It's only $120.
I'll buy a set, but you have to teach me.
Okay.
This little wooden stick is called a tee.
What do you do with it?
For the first drive, put the golf ball on the tee and push the tee into the ground.
Okay.
Pick up a wood and hold it like this, interlocking your fingers.
Okay.
Position yourself, swinging the club, watch the ball, and hit it as hard as you can.
Hey.
Not too bad. The goal is to get the ball into the hole with as few hits as possible.
Got it.
I am confused. How could a golfer need so many clubs? Seems to me 14 altogether, right?
I should say a set of golf clubs is restricted to no more than 14 clubs.
Then what makes a set of clubs?
In general, a set of golf clubs includes iron, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, PW, woods, 1, 3, 5, and a putter.
So many?
This is not to say you have to carry all of these clubs. It depends on your preferences.
Have you heard of Tiger Woods?
Of course, even people who don't know anything about golf know his name.
Well, I'm a regular member of this club.
Do you have to pay to join?
Yes, membership fees vary depending on the club, but usually they run into tens of thousands of dollars.
Wow, that much? Don't they have any public courses?
Very few, unfortunately.
How was your game today?
Extremely good. I shot a 78, including 5 birdies.
Congratulations. What's your normal handicap?
10. How did your game go?
My drives were terrible today. I kept slicing the ball into the roughs and sand traps.
Maybe you can correct it by going to a driving range before you play again.
I hate landing in the sand trap. Now I'm probably going to waste strokes getting it out.
At least you haven't landed in the water yet. I've done that on the last 2 holes.
Could you hand me my wedge? I'll try.
Here you go. I'll wait for you to get on the green before I putt.
No, you go ahead and putt out. Then I'll go.
No way, Mary. I'm going to let you go first. I don't want the pressure of putting first.
I hope we'll be able to swim somewhere.
How about the swimming pool at the Central Gymnasium?
That's boring. I went there last Saturday.
I think you should go to a swimmer's pool. Oh, we are planning to go to the seaside next weekend. Why not join us?
Will we be able to swim when we get there?
Yes, I think so. But you have no diving tower or springboard or any lanes there.
Now how about the tide there?
The tide will be out. It'll be safe anywhere, for you won't be able to dive off the rocks. Just when the tide is in, you'll be able to dive.
That's all right. I like diving, but I prefer swimming. When is high tide?
Low tide was at about 9 o'clock in the morning, so high tide will be at about 4 the next afternoon.
Last night, I looked for my Indian classmate Barbara. I found her sitting with her legs crossed and quietly practicing.
Needless to say, it must be Indian yoga.
Mary, you say something about it.
Tracing back, yoga has a very long history. It was originated before India has approved yoga, and these documents were arranged and written according to the contents passed by mouth to mouth. In other words, yoga is passed down from ancient times, which cannot be recalled.
Speaking from a broad sense, yoga is philosophy. Speaking from a narrow sense, yoga is a kind of activity that combines spirit and flesh. The yoga we are talking about refers to the method of practice, which is used to promote people's physical, intellectual, and mental harmony and health.
I see yoga is very popular in India nowadays, and furthermore, the Indian people hold a right and simple attitude to yoga. They make use of its ways of obtaining a healthy physical condition and keeping physiological harmony to reach a perfect spiritual state. It is not randomly followed to pursue vogue. Scientists, teachers, doctors, businessmen, administrators, students, peasants, and housewives are all practicing yoga.
Not only this, from America to Europe, from Japan to Australia, even in Africa, it is very popular. Yoga has become the treasure of all human beings. Most Indians practice hatha yoga through physical and mental control to purify the people's body and spirit to ensure the balance and harmony of body and mind.
In fact, yoga is interlinked with some exercises of ancient China, such as the Tao Yin exercise.
That is why they are all Oriental cultures. I will have a thorough study if I have the chance thereafter.
I think yoga might be suitable for me.
Why?
Because it doesn't require a lot of energy and thus easy to keep up.
but I see people sweat a lot doing yoga too.
I don't know. I just need to try it once. I'm in urgent need of some exercise to lose some weight.
You should try swimming then. It helps you to keep fit. I hear that you've been to the Sai ski resort for the weekend. Did you enjoy it?
Yes, it's so exciting, though I had the most falls in our skiing team.
Isn't there any coach to teach you how to ski?
Of course there is. The top-level coaches there are from the State Sports General Administration.
Could you move smoothly?
Yes, my face even ached in the icy wind.
What happened afterwards?
I was skiing on and on excitedly until I realized one thing. I could not stop. You can just imagine how terrified I was.
Poor girl.
Say, what's your favorite sport?
It's hard to say. I like golf a lot, but I guess I like skating better.
Do you know how to skate? Like a skater?
No, I'm strictly a spectator. I just like watching skating. It's so beautiful.
Then you must know a lot about skating.
How do you like skiing, Pat?
I love it. All my life I wanted to learn to ski. Finally, I took lessons last year.
I suppose skiing is easy for you.
No, quite the opposite. I thought I'd never stop falling down. Then all of a sudden, I started skiing much better.
I see. Do you ski often?
Every chance I get. On weekends, I ski all day long. Sometimes I even ski at night.
That sounds great.
Oh, yes. The ski slopes are well lit. It's really nice to ski at night. Why don't you learn to ski?
Not on your life. I know I'd break my leg.
Don't be so frightened. It's just a skill.
Ouch! I'm hurt.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm okay. I just had a tumble. No big deal.
Good. You scared me.
Sorry. Can you please help me up? I have trouble standing up by myself with the skis on.
Sure. Is this your first time skiing?
Yes, I tried skiing on grass before. Not very good at it, though.
Do you like skiing?
Not really. It's too dangerous for me.
You should take the beginner's class for some basic techniques.
Really? Do they have a class like that at the resort?
Yes. The coach will teach you how to walk, slide, turn, slow down, and stop. You can ask the staff over there for more details.
Okay, thanks.
Have you got any outdoor interests?
Yes, my only recreation is skateboarding.
Oh, I know it. It is included in extreme sports. I think it's too dangerous for me.
Maybe, but it emphasizes participation and a spirit of courage, and can give one the extreme sense of cheerfulness and success. I'm getting to like the game more and more.
If you go out recently, you will find some people riding scooters in high streets and back lanes.
Yes, the German engineer would never have dreamed that the hand-supported scooter he invented several years ago to solve his traffic problems would become so fashionable in the Occident within a few years and even spread to Japan and China.
Looking at the 5 sense organs of a scooter, it can be said as delicate and agile. To pull the T-shaped pole and make it vertical with the flat board, and then pull it vertically, adjust its height suitable to you and you may use it.
Small and exquisite in size, easy to operate, foldable, and easy to carry are its charms.
Your 2 hands hold the pole. Stand on the board. The other foot steps back against the ground and controls the balance of the body. Then you can ride in the air. It has a feeling of surfing. You need not let other people teach you. Your fear will disappear quickly. I often see some new age people show off their various skills to handle a skateboard, which makes me wonder in awe.
Annie, you also know the New Age people. I think these people must have undergone much sufferings of flesh in order to ride skillfully.
Although it is easy to ride, the conditions of the road surface should also be paid attention to, such as places being put together and full of gullies. If the condition permits, it is better to be equipped with helmet, eye shades, ankle shield, knee shield, and elbow shield.
The skateboard does not pollute the air either. It can be used as a tool to ride instead of walk. How'd you like to go on a bungee jump this weekend?
I'm not sure. I promised to help my sister move Saturday.
How about Sunday then? We could start in the morning.
I might be able to do that, but I don't think I can do it well.
Don't worry. It is a test of physical endurance, intelligence. Just to finish it is considered a victory for most.
Okay, I'll talk to you later. I saw on TV that there is an entertainment item, Bungee in Beijing, Longtanhu Park.
You say how high can be exciting.
The highest bungee spot in the world is located in Mount Kikikama, South Africa, which is 216 meters high. A cable car in a scenic spot in Switzerland is 160 meters high.
I know that Frenchmen installed the bungee cord between two tall buildings.
It is said that bungee was originally a grown-up ceremony of the indigenous people of New Guinea. People stood on branches of the tree, which was over 30 meters high. Their feet were fastened with canes, and they jumped off from where they stood. When they almost reached the ground, they suddenly stopped to prove their bravery and express that they were able to endure the hardships of life independently.
Luckily, there is no such kind of grown-up ceremony anymore.
In 1986, a New Zealander, Hackett, popularized bungee as a commercialized sport of mass entertainment. This sport is very challenging. It is a test of people's psychological ability of endurance, especially when descending, as if they are watching a fast-forward tape, and when they bounce back, they sway around. The timid people will shrink back at the sight of it. Even if they jump off, they find it hard to avoid screaming with closed eyes. No wonder people give the title brave to anyone who jumps off.
You see, the bungee participants take a deep breath when they stand at the starting point, and then, like diving, their heads are over their heels and they jump off into the realm of the combination of heaven and earth. The wind roars at their ears and their bodies rapidly descend. They do not even have enough time to do several gymnastic movements, and they are rebounded to the upper air by the cord.
Entrusting life to the care of a rope indeed requires infinite courage.
A young French fellow recalled his first bungee experience and said, "When I fastened the cord and walked to the platform, I was extremely nervous. When I looked down, I was nervous even more. If the cord had broken, I would be knocked to bake meat. However, I knew my worries were unwanted. I was afraid if I retreated, others might say something about me. I had to harden my heart and impose my head downward. I only felt wind wiring at my ears. My body rapidly descended. I thought that after only 7 or 8 seconds, I was rebounded to upper air by the cord. In fact, it was 30 seconds.
Maybe because of my nervousness, I only felt 7 or 8 seconds. When rebounding to the high altitude, I felt a sudden sense of relief.
I did not feel nervous very much, but very comfortable.
It is hard to come by in life that you experience this kind of comfortable. Where are you going to play this weekend?
I have not given it much thought. Do you have any good suggestions?
I want to spend 2 days in the mountains with friends. The city is too noisy. Do you know Tanje Temple?
I have been there. It is in the middle of the mountains. It is not noisy there, and you have to be a vegetarian.
Do you want to climb the mountain with us?
Does it have enough lodging?
No problem. The temple is quite large.
There are many ancient pine trees there. It is especially quiet at night. It is wonderful to listen to the monks chanting while listening to the soothing sound of the winds in the pine trees.
I'm getting a little excited now. What clothes should I wear?
Take some thick clothes with you. It is rather cold there at night. If you wear the t-shirt you're wearing now, you will become a popsicle.
Anything else I should bring?
If you like taking pictures, you may bring a camera with you.
Needless to say.
Wow, what a beautiful scenic spot. It's so open, and just breathe that fresh air. You can almost taste its freshness.
You can have a bird view of Guilin City from the top of the mountain.
Wonderful. I'll often come here for mountain climbing.
You should. Many Guiliners, especially the old and the young, will climb mountains here in the morning.
No wonder people say, even the immortals would rather be Guiliners.
Quick, pass me your binoculars. Look at that bird. I've never seen one of those before. It's indigenous to Guilin and an endangered species too. This is lucky.
I didn't know you liked bird watching.
I don't really. I just like wildlife, and you don't get to see too much of it in the city. This place is full of it.
Are you interested in mountaineering?
Yes, in some sense. I should say I like mountain climbing, because I'm not so professional. How about you?
I'm the same with you, an amateur mountain climber. I went climbing in the Rocky Mountains with a friend last summer vacation. We spent 2 days in the mountains.
How did you spend the night there?
We pitched a tent in the night, waiting for the sunrise. Wow, it was too beautiful.
I had a similar experience, but that was on top of Taishan Mountain in my country.
Taishan Mountain? It's very famous in China, isn't it?
Yes, it is one of the 5 mountains.
I want to climb Taishan Mountain this summer vacation. Would you be my guide?
I'd love to.
Okay, this trail looks the best. It's a little steep, but I'm sure it will be all right.
Well, you're the tour guide. I'll follow you.
What a stink. This place stinks like rotten eggs.
That's sulfur you can smell. The whole of Taiwan is a volcanic region. That's why Taiwan has so many hot springs. It's volcanic activity. The sulfur smoke that you can smell is coming from those fumaroles over there.
Suddenly, the great outdoors isn't so appealing. Let's hike a little faster.
If you're observant, you'll see rare birds, insects, butterflies, and a few reptiles. But you must look for them. There are also a few amphibians in lower places.
Well, let's move. I can see a rest area ahead. We can relax there and see what wildlife is around.
Huh, I'm really out of shape. Why aren't you out of breath?
Because I come hiking every week. That's why I'm in good shape. I think that I should bring you a walking stick next time.
How can you say that? But you could give me a piggyback the rest of the way.
So, you want me to carry your backpack, your thermos flask, our picnic, and you as well? No problem. Jump on.